And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gents. This is a podcast on over for Orlando, Florida, on this awesome international podcast, Good Wine and Great Laughs, Season 6, Episode 14. And today is Saturday, April the 8th, 2023, and the weather here in Orlando will be with a mix of cloud and sun with a stray of shower and thunderstorm possible later today. Highs of 90, lows of 69 degrees, ladies and gents. And before I start talking about today's topic, the summary of today's topic, ladies and gents, if you're new to my YouTube channel is only the summary of what my podcast episodes are about. But if you click on that under the description of today's podcast, you're going to see the link for you to listen to the entire podcast recording as well. I give you credits and also for all my sources. You can also find the link of each video that you listen to on my podcast. So if you want to watch it yourself, the report and the people that I'm talking about, just click on the link over there and you can watch as well. So today you have a wine from this winery called Oliver Winery, and this winery is located in Bloomington, Indiana. All the details about this wine, ladies and gents, you're going to find out once you listen to today's episode. I apologize to all my listeners. My YouTube channel is a little bit behind because I have a technical difficulty when I was recording my podcast. In the middle of recording, everything shuts down. So I have to start all over again. But now the podcast is available on all major platforms. For those people that love sweet wine, you definitely like this wine, ladies and gents. So let's talk about the wine, the topic of the day. The topic is about the two young black lawmakers in Tennessee. They will not being expelled by the Tennessee State House of Representatives. The majority Republicans decide to kick them out because they participate in the lawful protest against gun violence after the shooting that happened in Tennessee, where 3 young children and 3 adults end up being killed, losing their lives. But instead, them focus on what the people that showed up to protest were talking about. They were focused on the spell that's called the Tennessee Three. But the most important thing is all three did almost the same thing. So for them to come with the excuse that they broke a rule, but just the spell, only the two black men and the lady, Miss Gloria Johnson, she prevailed on her vote and she's still in the State House of Representatives. But she's also embraced and fight for the two black men then by being expelled, ladies and gents, is simply ridiculous, in my point of view. You're going to listen to the report. You can make your own conclusion about the whole situation. But my 2 cents about this case in Tennessee is that I see two perspectives. Number one, I was glad to see a bunch of white people that see the shenanigans for what it is, the racism component of why they came out with this vote, very quick and swift. Boom, 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 let's vote. You have the super majority, so it doesn't matter what it is. You're going to put this vote on the floor, and bam, bye, Felicia. That's it. But there's a process that's supposed to go through it that the Republicans didn't even bother to go through it. And also because they broke a house rule, right? It's not even a law that they broke. It was a house rule. Meanwhile, they have representatives right there. One that tried to be very aggressive against the representative Justin Jones, that basically attacked him. There was no vote about that. There was also a vote about the state representative that being caught on bribery case. There was no vote about that. And one representative, I believe his name is David Bird, that was proved that he's a child molester. So I want you to think about that. A child molester that still represents a city of the Tennessee State of Representatives. He's still sitting over there. There was no vote about remove him. But no, there was nothing done. But when it comes to these two black men, they stood out with the protesters, supporting the cause to do something about gun violence in the state of Tennessee. Nope. Now they were very quick. Now they were real quick for the vote. Doesn't matter what they say. And I'm so glad that these two young men, first of all, they're very brilliant, well-spoken, very intelligent black men that broke the house down on their speech on defend their case why they joined the protesters in Tennessee. You know, it was open to the public, and a lot of people saw that. And once again, I'm glad that was just like the Latinos and the black, but a whole lot of white people seeing the shenanigans, because a lot of those Republicans, they receive money from the NRA. They get checks and double checks. And we're going to listen to what Justin Jones say, that it's easier to buy a gun in Tennessee than have citizens having health care. You know what I mean? It's just complete twisted. So for to get together for voting, you know, they have all these laws and regulations to make sure, you know, that the right people are voting. But when it comes to buy a gun, no, it doesn't matter. As long as you breathe, can you breathe? There you go. You can buy your weapon. You know what I'm saying? It's simply ridiculous, the situation. But like I say, they put themselves on the spotlight, the Republicans, and they thought that just expel them is going to be quiet. No, ladies and gentlemen. That's a movement, that's something that's going on. And I'm praying for this situation as well, because the God that I know is a God of righteousness. And there's nothing new under the sun, ladies and gents. All the corruption people, all these people that think the power and money is the most important thing on this earth, it is not. The most important thing is what's going to be your legacy and what you're going to bring when you face the Almighty. The reality of life is this, ladies and gents. You are born, we live, we will die. There's the only difference between how long we live on this earth. Some people live for 10, 9, like young kids that died 3 years old at the age of 9 or 10. The only lifetime on this earth was only 10 years. Some people live to 100. But one thing is certain, one day we all will die. You cannot escape this. In regards of your religion's belief, I believe that one day you are going to give account on what the deeds that we've done on this earth. And that's no excuse later on. So if you want to live a life of corruption, if you want to live a life that has all my money in my pocket, is all about me, it's on you. But don't be crying later once you have to give account to the Almighty power. Don't ever forget that. You live the way you want to live. You know, as a matter of fact, in my next episode, I'll have some special. I'm going to be talking about the movie that's coming up, but also have a great interview with one of the fathers. You're going to see. I'm just give a preview what's coming for next Saturday. It's about a movie that's coming up on the 14th, but also that's some very great interview that I found when one of the Catholic fathers gave an interview about his own experience, ladies and gents. So that's what the podcast is all about, ladies and gents. So today is Saturday. It's the weekend, baby. You're celebrating the Holy Week, you know. So another thing too, the Republicans call themselves the Christians. You know, they're all the family values and the Christian values, but they are nothing but corrupt people. The majority of them. You know, there are more folks who put their money to get the campaign and to please the NRA than do what's right. And all this gun, weapon, the proliferation of this weapon is terrible wrong, my point of view. So, once again, this is a boy Casanova, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your weekend. Listen to today's episode and be safe, be kind, and be blessed, and do the best you can do with what you got. Your boy Casanova, we'll see you next Saturday. Holla!
Push I on the block, holding my down, sucker rappers get lost. Coming from the bottom, moving straight to the top. Coming with the pull up for the #1 spot. Pushing my rap like the push I on the block, holding my down, sucker rappers get lost.